Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica Violet and I talk about whatever I want, which is mostly like tattoos and stuff about being fat. I guess it's almost been a year since I did my last tattoo tour, which is insane because I feel like it just happened, but then also at the same time it feels like it's been an eon, and I also feel like I haven't gotten that many tattoos, but looking back at it, I guess I have. They're not going to be in order because I don't know the order of my tattoos at this point. It's getting a little jumbled up in my noggin, but I'm gonna go from like this way down my body. First off, I just want to mention I have my eyebrows microbladed. My hair is naturally pretty light and my eyebrows are basically non-existent, so I have them microbladed. The only thing I have in right now is clear brow gel. I got them done by one of my friends named, well, her Instagram is Browsing by Sydney, so I'll make sure to link her down below. If you all are in the Illinois region, specifically central Illinois, then I would definitely recommend checking her out. So I'll go by the end of my wrist first. Right here we have some chattering teeth and some teeth have fallen out. I got this because I really like the song Pay the Man by Foster the People. The lyrics were like, laughing real hard till my teeth fell out, and I was just like, true, like I'd be laughing till my teeth fall out, and that's why I got that tattoo. I have like a big gap on the bottom of my sleeve, so I needed a lot of filler stuff, and I just thought that was a cute idea. I've never seen anyone have chattering teeth, so whatever. Wow, I'm so unique. Right here, I have a woman sprouting out from a rose. This was done by Misery Mike. He's located in Northern Illinois. I don't know what shop he's at right now. I think it's Dead Serious Tattoo. Of course, have that link down below. It was kind of a irritating area, especially right here. You know, I got it. I just got this one piece done by Mike. I've only been with him once. Then on the front of my arm, I have a tombstone that says Too Young. This was inspired by like a set picture that was on Post Malone's stage when I saw him in concert. I've seen him 3 times, and when I was at his Stony tour down in St. Louis, there was like an image like this when he was performing, like on the projecting background, and I really loved that, so got that. Love Posty. Going up more, we have this moth. This was one of my first big tattoos. Actually, I got this for my 19th birthday. I got a moth just to symbolize always finding the light, being positive. So yeah, that's why I got that. It's not one of my favorite tattoos. I got this done at... My dog just walked in and his collar is dinging, so sorry if you can hear that. I hated this tattoo for the longest time. Now I don't really care about it just because, I don't know if you can tell, but these yellow diamond-y things are uneven and it just really pisses me off, but I don't care that much anymore. The next thing is a little mosquito I have here. I just had an empty area once Bob did this and this tattoo. I got these done at the same time, so I just threw in this little mosquito because that was the only thing that could fit. And I've seen a few other people have mosquito tattoos, and I was like, why not? It was kind of just whatever tattoo. I think it's funny. I named him Frank after Frank Gallagher from Shameless. So I'll go to the inner arm now, which is another piece I got done by Bob, and it's really hard to show. It is a lady staring at the moon and she's crying. This was inspired by a Pink Floyd song called Shine On You Crazy Diamond. The lyrics I liked specifically were, you reached for the secret too soon, you cried for the moon, shine on you crazy diamond. I just like it. You know, it's just about hustling and then always looking up at the sky and being like, why? But then, yeah, I just wanted that on my arm, and I love Pink Floyd. It's one of my favorite bands. Next is some little typewriter font I have right here close to my ditch. I got this on my 18th birthday, and it says, come as you are, because Nirvana was, I guess still is, my favorite band. I definitely don't listen to them as much as I used to, but when I was in high school, specifically around my 18th birthday when I was a senior, I was like super heavy into Nirvana and grunge and like dressing like Courtney Love and like wearing fucking ripped tights all the time, so that just really embodies my senior year of high school, and I have that tattooed now. I really don't like quote tattoos or anything, but you know, what can you do now? We can't, it'd be kind of stupid just to go over it. This is another filler piece I have. It is just a 5-point flower. I had some weird kind of areas over here, so I had to get that in. I got this black cat done on a Halloween special at a local tattoo parlor by my college, It looked like absolute shit when I got it done, so I had to get it touched up. And then at the same time when I got it touched up, that's when I added this flower. And then I also added this word, kind. I originally got the word kind tattooed because, this is a long story, grab a fucking drink. So my mom is obsessed with The Help, and I now realize that is a white savior movie, and hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag ACAB, hashtag fuck the police. I just wanted to state that before I continue to go into detail why I have this tattoo. I guess the meaning behind it is now that I love my mom and I think it's important to be kind, but it had a previous meaning that I want to still talk about. Sorry, educating myself. And my mom would always say, you is kind, you is smart, you is important to me and my sisters. And I don't know, I feel like each line is like a line to me and one of my sisters just because of how we are. Like, mine is the first one because I'm the oldest, and it's like, you is kind, and I feel like that is some sort of a affirmation to me because I feel like a lot of the time I can be like really cold-hearted and bitchy. And then the second line is, you is smart, which is, I feel like, relates to my sister Ariana, just because, like, sometimes I'd be thinking there are pebbles in her brain, but and then the last one is, you is important, which I associate with my sister, at least because I feel like she tends to think that she's left out and no one cares about her, but we care about her very much and I love her. So yeah, that is the bottom-ish part of my arm. Going up here, elbow-ish area, I have this dragon. It was done by Bob. Just like a kind of more Japanese-y inspired dragon. No reason to it really. Bob was like, what do you want to put there? And I was like, honestly, I don't give a fuck, whatever fits. And he put that. If you can't tell, I trust Bob with my whole life. Bob, if you're watching this, I love you so much.
I think this would make a really interesting topic to talk about in another YouTube video. But Bob was the first artist I really consistently started going to when I was starting to get heavily tattooed. I was introduced to him by some friends because they have gotten tattooed by him before I started getting tattooed. And I feel like getting tattoos can be really dangerous and scary sometimes, specifically if you are a woman, just because, especially if you're young, just because you're traveling and you're meeting these new people for the first time and you're in a very intimate setting. I felt really safe, and I still do feel safe with Bob, which is why I saw him for so long, and I have so many pieces by him. I really love and trust Bob, and I think all of his work is amazing. But as I continue through my journey of getting tattooed, it's really important to me to start supporting different artists, specifically women, queer folks, Black, Indigenous, people of color. So let me know if you're in the Chicagoland area and you know any tattoo artists that kind of fit under those categories, because I would love to support them. Thank you so much for listening to me talk. All right, let's get back to the video.
Progressing up the arm, I have some other little filler here. This is a safety pin, has some blood shooting out of it. I got this done by a mutual on Instagram, but I guess we're friends now since we met in real life. His name is Gnome Ann. He's up in Chicago at Fadoo Tattoo. He recently just became a tattoo artist within the last couple years. He used to be like a shop manager for a bunch of different tattoo parlors, but now he's tattooing, which is so cool. And I got this done by him when he was still an apprentice, and then I also have some cherries, and it has a bow shooting through them. Yeah, so got those done by Gnome. Then we continue up the arm. We have another Nirvana tattoo done by Bob. This is inspired by the song Heart-Shaped Box, if you couldn't guess it already, just because that's one of my fave Nirvana songs. And then I got this K tattooed right here in a shield because that was Kurt Cobain's only tattoo. Got that in a little commemoration of Mr. Kurt Cobain. Rest in peace. Right here we have a beautiful cardinal, redbird, whatever you want to think. And then it's holding a little diploma. I got this to commemorate my time at ISU. The mascot at ISU is a redbird, so I just thought, you know, perfect, because I just thought it was perfect because not only does it kind of symbolize my experience at college, but also like a lot of my family is really obsessed with cardinals. And there's like this myth that when you see a cardinal, it's like a dead or a passed on loved one is with you. So I like having this and just thinking that maybe a family member's with me all the time. And because I graduated from ISU with my bachelor's in psychology, in case you didn't know that already. In the inner arm, we have this lady. you couldn't tell by now, this is the woman that is on the album cover for Blink-182. She was super cute. I got her done by Natasha Bertman. She works at Brown Brothers Tattoos. That's up in Chicago now. This is my first tattoo I got by her. I love it. She does a lot of really stylized pin-up-y girls, which I love. So if you are in the area and you need one of them done, I would definitely recommend going to her. So I got this done by Bob. It's just a knife going through my skin. This was like the last patch of my arm that I needed to get filled. I got this done in March when I saw him to get my knuckles done. I was like, please fucking put something here, and we decided on that. Then in the upper arm, I have this snake. I'll have to put in some B-roll for this because there's no good way to show this. And this is done by Allie Davidson. She is at Freedom Inc. in Peoria, Illinois. I just recently started going to her, and she is the love of my life. I love her so much, especially because I want to start getting tattooed by more female tattoo artists, just because I want to support the ladies, okay? We love the ladies. We love the ladies in the tattoo industry specifically. So super glad she did this. This was my biggest piece by her, and yeah, it is just a snake, and then there's like some flowers going through it. I wanted a snake, but I didn't want it to be like super scary. You know what I mean? So I think this snake gives off like a very feminine vibe, which kind of goes with the rest of my sleeve. Up here we have this flash piece done by Bob. I switched it up a little just to kind of make it look a little more like my mom. I think she had brown hair in the original Flash, and I was like, can you make her blonde so she look like my mom? But yeah, so I have this done on my shoulder, and it has 3 little stars, so I like to think it's me and my sisters. Going up to the chest, I have my chest done. If you couldn't tell already, because I already fucking said that, I have my chest done, and it was done by Bob Haas again. I originally got this tattoo done when I was 21. I waited 1.5 years to get it finished because the chest is just a pain that I've never experienced in my whole life. But so I originally got the shading and the lining done first, and then about 1.5 years later I went to go get the color done. But really love my chest. I feel like this is like an accessory or like a necklace that I never get to take off. So whenever I do have a V-neck or it pops out a little, I'm just like, feel a little cute. Feel a little like got something going on. But then on the other shoulder, I have a piece by Bob. It's just this horse and a horseshoe. My parents split in 2018, and my mom moved to an apartment that was like on a horse farm. And I just wanted to commemorate like her being lucky and kind of my parents being able to split after a kind of rocky marriage and letting them both have new beginnings. So I have this horse that's in a horseshoe because horseshoes are good luck. And the last time I did a tattoo tour or I talked about this tattoo, someone said it looked like colon and then the fucking, I don't know what that is, that parenthesis that's all squiggly, and I was like, okay, kind of true, but whatever, fuck you.
Editing me, I don't know how I could be so senile but also so blind at the same time. I have this tattooed on my right arm. It's just this flower. Can't think of the top of my head what this guy's name is, but he's down in Springfield, Illinois. He had like a lot of these peony looking roses things, and I was just like, I want one of those, so I got one of them. I think this tattoo's like 2 or 3 years old at this point, but here's that. I'll have his name on the screen.
So that is most of it. If you didn't see my most recent tattoo vlog, I got my knuckles done. I got them done by Bob. I got them done 2 days before my 24th birthday, and they just say take care. I decided on getting take care just because that's something that's really important to me. To be honest, I forget to take care of myself on a regular basis. I put other people's needs way before mine, and I wanted to remind myself that, but then also, if you see me in public or anyone else sees my knuckles, maybe it could be like a little reminder to you to take care of yourself, because I feel like we are going through a time where everyone is neglecting themselves, including myself. The rest of the tattoos are going to be on my leg, specifically my right leg. But I have pants on so you can't see, and I feel like it'd be horrible just trying to film it anyway. On my right thigh, I have a tattoo of like a cherub and heart, and then I have Love Yourself in little font right next to it. I got this done by Natasha Bertman. I got this done for my 23rd birthday, right before the pandemic happened. Like when I was in Chicago during that time, it was just weird. There was like no one on the street. It was very eerie. But I got that and it hurt a lot more than I expected it to be honest. But I also had a really rough night the night before, so I don't know if that has to do with anything. But I was just like major struggling when I got that tattoo. The next tattoo is a crying heart. This is the first tattoo I got done by Allie, and so cute. I always wanted a crying heart. Originally I wanted it to say Feeling Whitney around it just because that's one of my other favorite songs by Post Malone, and that song just like hits me where no one else could ever understand. Like during my junior year of college, I was like severely depressed to the point where I wanted to like unalive myself, and I would listen to that song on repeat and just like bawl my eyes out and be like hyperventilating and crying. So that song holds a very special place in my heart, and now I have it kind of on my leg, but without the lyrics or anything that really identifies that song. And then the last leg tattoo I have is in my inner shin or calf area. I don't know what you'd call that. But it is just some flash that Miss Allie had available, and I wanted to get it because of course I'm a plant mom, but I also think it's really important to get flash by a tattoo artist just because I think it's really important to support their creative activities. And I know Allie was really excited to do that tattoo because it's something that she made on her own free time and she thought about and created. So I wanted to get that. So yes, it's flash, but also it's like, I really like it and I love plants. So these plants are like succulents. Don't get me wrong, I like succulents, but they're not my favorite. They are not a Monstera Swiss cheese plant. You know what I mean? Like I have a few cacti and succulents, but you know, they're just not up there anymore. I'm starting to advance in my plant mom curriculum, so succulents don't really tickle my fancy anymore. To be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna get tattooed anytime soon just because my boyfriend and I are moving to Chicago in October, so I need to save up and stuff. I mean, I've saved a majority of the money that I need, but you know, I think I need to get better at my spending. But yeah, those are all my tattoos. Let me know if you have any questions about any of them specifically. I've made a couple tattoo tours before and I vlog during most of my tattoos, so there's plenty of tattoo content to go around, but of course, always open to answer questions. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I have a Snapchat, but I don't ever go on it, so don't add me. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace!